Welcome back. Welcome back to Wormhole Watch. We are now in our third week. We are doing our third episode of DS9 Rewatch, and this episode is titled A Man Alone. So, guys, obviously myself and Adam are here as the old Trekkers. That's Adam the Renaissance Nerd, aka the 26-hour man for a particular reason.
Yeah, I did my 26-hour stream. I hold the record. Fractured.
Yeah, that was epic. I was there for it. It was glorious.
Again, joining as our new Deep Space Nine watchers, we have Captain Fractured Filter.
Hello.
And Jay Hitman, aka Colonel Bajor Sucks. I imagine we're gonna get a new slanderous term for the Bajorans every week. I'm hopeful.
Mm-hmm. Probably knowing Hitman.
That needs to be in your outro. Every week we should come up with just the most heinous thing to say about the filthy Bajorans, and then you should put it in the outtakes.
Well, that's just going to be you, I'm thinking.
Let's just be a segment of the show.
All right. So
apparently it's frowned upon to say nuke him with fire.
All right. So this week's episode, I will only say it's an Odo episode.
Oh,
Odo episode. All right. Anyone else got any comments before we begin?
Yes, just one. Is Odo a... Okay, never mind. I know who Odo is. I like him.
Odo's the shape-shifting guy.
Yeah, he also hates Bajorans. I read on Reddit.
Are you getting spoiled information? How dare you, sir? How dare you?
No.
I'm not looking at anything.
Do you need me, Julian?
How did you know it was me?
There are different ways to recognize someone. The rhythm of their steps, for example.
You are
Can you smell of Axe body spray?
Julian.
So this was clearly just kind of a jokey opening.
I was gonna say, is that their way of saying he got blue balled?
Yes.
Does this guy know that she's a dude?
She's not a dude. She's a woman.
I thought she was a dude.
No.
We went over this.
The Trill symbiote has actually no gender. It's just a symbiote. And it basically carries the memories of all the other past hosts.
Genetic memory.
Right.
I feel bad because I was going around saying the doctor was dating a dude. I apologize. It's a girl.
You're going to feel real bad once season 5 and 6 hit.
I apologize. Go ahead and give me the flag.
And yeah, we're gonna throw a flag on that
Flag
one.
on Hitman.
That's a flag on that play.
It is an interesting prospect too, considering like it's been explained that the memories are all interwoven, and there's now the new person in charge. The new person in charge. So it's kind of interesting aspects to it for sure.
I'll see to it you get to go.
I don't need favors from you. I just need
Such a bitch.
Just
hate
think how much more
Keiko.
attractive this place could be if you planted some.
That's not a happy ending.
That is the opposite of a happy ending. If he knows he's got a pissed off changeling, it's surprising he'd be that relaxed. I'd be a little nervous myself, especially knowing that he could turn into damn near anything. I'd be a little paranoid, man.
Including a knife?
Oh, dun dun dun. Can he turn into an inanimate object like that? I mean, we saw a living thing like the rat and everything, so
I think
That's
it's
right.
anything but a complex machine, and the simple fact that Odo in his natural state is literally just a puddle. So it's
Hey,
not.
we haven't even talked about the bucket yet.
Well, it hasn't come up yet.
What bucket?
I know.
But what this Bajoran has been up to, it's not exactly disproving Hitman's distrust of the Bajorans here. He's kind of reinforcing it, in fact.
You don't say. I wasn't wrong this time.
Oh. Kids are up to no good.
Unless the murder was committed by someone who could get through the cracks in the door. Say, a shapeshifter.
Ooh, there's another one around.
Listen, this is clearly sort of going to be around Odo, but there hasn't been much to flush Odo out yet. They're doing the early thing with Julian and Dax, which we know what's going to happen there. And
Well, we know.
yeah. And the only thing I can say is look at this moment now, Cisco's feelings about Nog, and then we'll come back to that in a very different perspective 2 seasons from now.
Yeah.
3 seasons from now, 2 or 3 seasons from now. So this is I consider this right now, this is a safe episode where here's an issue. They're going to deal with it. There'll be a little bit of tenseness, but there's going to be no real movement by the end of it.
Major, I have to return to my natural state every 18 hours to regenerate. To be quite honest about it, I was in a pail in the back of my office when Ibudan was killed.
The bucket.
Killer might have known your regenerative cycle and planned the murder accordingly.
Little lady, what do you know of Ferengi education?
I understand you employ a work-study approach, Mr. Rom, with apprenticeships in a wide range of business.
All right, pause right here. Pause right here.
Hold on.
They had definitely not decided what they're going to do with the ROM at this
No
point.
way.
That is not ROM. That is not ROM. Little lady. That's not ROM.
No.
Who's wrong?
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I forgot he said that.
Yeah, that's Quark's brother.
Yes.
So this is not the character he will be right here. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, you know, when all the things we've talked about, we haven't even mentioned another great side character who has an incredible arc, Rom.
Yeah.
And his end game. You would never see his end game coming.
Oh,
Never.
shit.
Never.
I literally
You just remembered it, huh? You never see his end game coming. Not in a million years. Even considering the way his arc is going to go. You never at all. Fascinating.
So it's not even the good doctor that's being blue-balled. We're being blue-balled with story right now as you guys are just splurging all this information that is
like I said,
we can't understand.
I apologize for nothing.
You will teach my son these things?
Knowledge is power, Mr. Rom.
That is not the man who says Moogie.
I'll not listen to you.
Why not?
My son cannot learn anything from a female human teacher.
I
Let
like
him
him.
try it for a few weeks. He has nothing to
Peace.
lose, but so much to gain.
I don't think so.
You have no reason to believe I wouldn't kill Ibudan if it suited my fancy.
You're not helping your case.
There isn't some doubt inside.
You're not helping here.
Question.
Stop it. Oh no.
What?
What I think is most interesting about it too is like they pointed out that he was there during the Cardassians' reign over this station, so either he can really compartmentalize who he works for, or he's more in with the Cardassians than we can think. Maybe, I don't know.
Didn't we talk last week about a potential spy on the station?
We did. Oh.
I'm just saying. I asked a question. Didn't we talk last week about spies?
I do believe we did. Yes, that was.
Yeah, and I just randomly remembered that. Nothing to do with this episode.
He's the
And-
spy, not the spoonhead.
I didn't say that. I didn't. I don't think
He merely
we know
asked.
Derek's
the
a
question.
spy.
For all we know, Quark's a spy.
No, Odo's the spy. Hold on,
Yeah,
Fracture. Do you think Odo's the spy?
I am merely theorizing what could possibly be.
Oh, don't use mumbo jumbo. Just tell it to me straight.
Like I said, it's just an interesting thing that they made the point that he worked for the Cardassians. You know, now he's just transferred allegiances over. If he can kind of jump ship like that so quickly.
I'm putting the kibosh on this. Stop overthinking things.
Oh, come on. This is fun.
That's reverse psychology. Adam's using reverse psychology right now. He doesn't want us to overcomplicate it because we're overcomplicating it. But maybe it's not complicated because Odo's the spy, not Garrick. They wanted us to think Garrick was the spy, but he's not. It's Odo.
We don't know that it's not Cisco.
Because Odo and Aladdin is spy.
Don't you egg them on. Stop it.
Is it the guy that was killed and he faked his death?
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, is it the guy that died? He faked his death and then he's being recreated in this weird amorphous blob thing.
It's a weird idea.
I know. For some reason, that's what I thought of. That or a biological weapon. Either of the two things.
A clone. That's what Madame was working on. Creating a clone of himself.
Killing your own clone is still murder.
So yeah, that's our now third episode. As we talked about, it's just a little bit of a slow show, murder investigation type show, but also we got a little bit of dipping into some of the characters and personalities that develop over the next 7 seasons. Adam, do you want to start with you as being the old guy, other old guy?
It's a run of the mill episode. I mean, we don't really learn much of anything. I mean, we have been going on and on about how great the character development is going to be for all of these characters over a journey of 7 seasons. But outside of getting a little bit of backstory on Odo, this is the first time we've gotten a lot of Quark since the premiere. We got a little bit more Quark. Rom has been introduced. Nog has now been put out there a little more. Jake has had something to do, and unfortunately, Keiko is now back in display. I hate Keiko. I hate Keiko so much.
I've gathered that. Yeah.
And we've gotten a little couple things out of the way. The idea of Dax and a symbiote, the idea of this and that, how Julian's eternal hard-on for her will never go away. Just understand this. It will never go away. No matter everything you see it's going to happen in the next 7 seasons, he will always have a hard-on for Jesse.
And you will question that at some point. Like,
yes,
is this a smart thing to keep doing?
Yeah. And it's setting up the layers of stuff. And once again, I will reiterate what I've said in previous episodes. A lot of these characters, a lot of the actors, like Rene Auberjonois, he's still feeling out how to do Odo. He doesn't have a grasp for it yet.
Hitman, anything besides Bajoran hatred?
Excuse me. That's rude. Yes. I mean, it would not be the show if I did not profess my hate for the filthy Bajorans. I just need to know, though, is Odo the spy?
We're not saying
they won't tell you that. They won't.
Okay, well, don't tell me. Just throw me a bone, because I think it is, because of the way that you brought it up. Because I thought it was Garrick for the longest time, that lovely spoonhead.
Why does there have to be a spy?
Because he's acting shifty.
That's because he's a shapeshifter.
Womp womp.
I still think Odo's a spy.
He could be a spy. I don't know.
I think so.
Right. Fractured, any thoughts right off the bat?
Well, after those kind of first 2 episodes, which were kind of almost like the whole station's gonna go at any minute sort of thing, we kind of get to take a step back, and I kind of like that idea. Although it does kind of like you say, it's a little slower, but like I like the intrigue of what was going on who the whole who done it for a murder mystery sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
I even though like you guys say he for Renee he's still kind of feeling out how to play Odo, like I really still like the interaction between him and Quark just really feel like almost natural almost, and like it really they play off of each other so well. Like
Yeah,
I'm
it's
already
like
really
it's not forced.
That's a good observation. Really good
It's-
observation. Really good.
Like Fracture and I have talked about this. It's almost like something you'd see out of like, Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford. It's like it's organic almost.
Mhm.
And I think that's something like if you try to force something, it's like forcing a fart. It's not going to end well, right? But if it's organic, and then it's like it's just amazing.
In a way, it's like the actors really get into their characters more, at least in my opinion. And again, I'm a 2009 Ford Trek, not hater, but no, I'll go as far as a hater. I just don't think they develop the characters as well, and it's just like shoved down your throat as to it evolving naturally. You can see the interaction between Quark and Odo, and it doesn't feel like they're overly explaining everything over and over again. If it was, just STD, it would have been Quark. Do you remember the time that I did this and I did this at this time? And then he starts crying or something, or I get
You
emotional.
almost end up sounding like a Family Guy episode.
Yeah,
where the constant callbacks. But otherwise, I was right. It was a clone. He faked his death. Haha. I'm proud of myself for that one.
Actually, as soon as you said that, I was like, okay, he figured it out. Was it that easy?
No, it was like I said. The first instinct was it's a bioweapon because we already knew this guy was shifty as hell and had black market dealings and stuff like that. So for all I knew, he was trying to get revenge on not only Odo but the whole freaking station. Keiko definitely gives me Karen energy.
You're not wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
So yeah.
Unless anyone has any other comments, I say we throw down some bars of Latinum on the rating. Okay. I can't even pronounce that, dude. Hembajoroid. It's gonna change every
It took
week.
you this long to. Great.
Oh no, I saw it. I was just trying to work out the pronunciation.
Oh, it's like hemorrhoid, but hembajoroid.
I know what it's supposed to be.
Because they give me hemorrhoids.
Oh boy.
God.
Oh,
I want to
boy.
go
All right.
last. I want to see everybody else's rating.
Okay. Fractured as a niner. On a scale of 1 to 10 bars. How many bars?
I mean, as much as I did enjoy the episode because I'm liking Odo as a character, and like I said, I did enjoy his interaction between him and Quark and everything, and you see that not like they said there's a rivalry, friendship, enemies sort of thing. It's a complicated bag of cats, but with this episode being a little bit kind of on the slower end, I'm gonna say it's a mid episode, so about a 5-er. I'll give it a 5-er on this one. I part of me almost says maybe a 4 just because of how it kind of took it down a bit, but
so almost like 4.5 bars of Latinum.
Yeah, let's say 4.5 because also I'm just like, I don't really care about I know that you guys are saying that there is no love triangle, but it's like kind of being presented like a weird little love triangle with Dax, Cisco, and everything. So I didn't really care for that part of it necessarily. The little tidbits, sure, about the trails and stuff is cool, but otherwise I didn't care. Everything else I found a little more interesting, but yeah, I'm gonna go with 4.5 on that one.
Adam?
As I said before, this is a laying the groundwork, laying a foundation. It's showing off who's going to be around, but looking with the knowledge of what's to come. A lot of these characters are not behaving as you will come to know them, and as a longtime fan, it is frustrating. It's like, wow, okay, that's not Rom, or all little things like that. But it is just a regular old run-of-the-mill episode. Nothing groundbreaking. Like this episode carries no weight going forward. None at all.
Yeah.
So it really is just, it's a middle of the ground, 5 bars of gold press platinum.
I'm going to agree with both Adam and Fractured. I'm going 4 to 5. I'm going 4.5 bars. I'm reserving the 2 bar for certain other episodes. which
oh,
will
two
happen
bars.
this season.
2 bars.
no.
Oh no.
Possibly 1. Depends on
Well,
how
and
angry
you know-
I
Oh,
get.
I know
Depends on
exactly
how
what
bad
my
it gets.
one bars are going to.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. So Hitman, were you how many bars you throwing?
I
out
was.
on the
I mean,
diamond table?
it's probably close. I was going to do 3-5, but what would have done? I think what I would have wanted to see more is the relationship between Odo and Quark. I really like that relationship, and if they had,
Yeah,
like,
I think that was the highlight.
yeah, I
You're gonna
hope that
get
they.
plenty of that.
Okay,
Don't
well,
worry.
and that's why I asked if they were main characters, because it's like Fracture said, it's so organic, and I wish this episode could have. I feel like there could have been a lot more potential if they had just, maybe explored a little bit more, but it sounds like they're going to do it in the future. So, and I agree, like there's this weird love triangle between the three. And what's even more interesting is, does Cisco know that Dax is a Trill? So is he therefore attracted to a slug?
No, I think you meant Bashir. I think you meant Bashir, not Cisco, when you said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Bashir.
Okay, I was sorry.
Yes.
Okay,
Of course, Bashir's the
something's
doctor.
wrong there. Yeah.
So they both know.
Yes.
They're both sick. And I thought Janeway was bad. That's bad. That's terrible. At least tell me they did. One of them didn't know. I'd be like, okay, well, they didn't know. So it's like,
Well, at least Jet Z is real, and they're not crushing on a hologram character. Oh wait, Jordy did that too. Jesus. Anyway, so that's our third episode. A Man Alone. I think overall we have generally the same feelings, and I'll just let you know, still, this was 100 times better than Section 31. So, and I may just say that every other week.
I was gonna
from
say
now
you're gonna
on.
probably be.
They
You're
just
that's gonna
constantly
be
say
part of
that.
the tagline right there. It's better than Section 31.
So
Eventually, you'll
by
get it
a
out of your
country
system
mile.
eventually.
I know. So we'll be back next week to watch another episode of DS9. For anyone who showed up, thank you all for showing up. If you want to find out where everyone is, all of us do a lot of streams throughout the week. Go down and check out all the links to all of our channels in the description down below, because otherwise you spend 10 minutes telling you where you can find us all. So go check that out. All these guys put out some great shows, and I really appreciate y'all showing up here, talking some good Star Trek and not Section 31. So,
did you want to get Hitman's rating for the last episode?
You know what? Yeah, I forgot about that. Before we go, we did not
You're
ask
welcome.
for
I
rating.
didn't remember.
We almost forgot it again. The
We
last
almost
episode, the Kira centric episode about the Bajoran.
Well, you know how much I love the Bajorans. What did I give it? I thought a 5. Did I say a 5? Was I thinking a 5?
No, I don't know what you're thinking. We only
got your rating for the first episode. and
Yeah.
everything. We talked about that. And we completely forgot to go over that episode for you.
5, and only because it gave me great joy and a lot of opportunities to come up with some good jokes for the Bajorans. So 5. And Kira. So 5 out of 5. Recommend.
We're just gonna leave it at that. And
There
you know
we
what?
go.
Most of all, don't just watch us talk about the show. Go watch the shows. They're out there.
Definitely.
There's good Star Trek out there to watch.
Oh,
so questions, comments, witticisms down below. Click all the good buttons. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.